T, where the Missouri Tiger fans are hoping that they put together a big W. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this
Greg.
As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina
Don't forget I'm playing the game.
taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So South Carolina's offense takes the field to start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Quarterback on the keeper. Still on his feet at the 45. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Quick tempo here for the offense. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! What a catch and run for 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also
And the ball slipped out. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
You know, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having...
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding
you all
week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room.
To the line.
You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Bro, what just happened?
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Number 3.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He's looking for a man on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. They'll try to pick up the first. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently nowadays going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
He's looking to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Lacey.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
He wants to throw here on second down. Got it set up on the outside. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Manning. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to take off. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Missouri comes up with a first and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
It's 4th and goal, and they'll go for the touchdown and keep the kicker on ice. Surging forward on the sneak. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The give to the back. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger. Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Floating away. He'll pull it down. And the first guy
don't miss
couldn't get
the
him,
tackle.
But the 2nd one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
QBs, when you see zone covers, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Back open in the middle. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He caught it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
Love the play call here by the offensive coordinator. You can sniff it. You can smell in the air. Blood in the water. Now we're taking a shot. You've got the athletes to go execute. Just dial it up.
Great ball. Great ball.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Makes the catch. It's Jacobs. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package, and his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
First down for this offense. They keep it on the ground to open the third. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense set for a first down play. They'll go to the ground. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. Line getting set on second down. Motion from the offense. Grab behind the line. It's Cano. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback will audible. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the catch. It's Johnson.
Man, he was
And he
on the
couldn't
right.
quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll try it on the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1? Yep, we're going.
Well, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, we're going for it every single time.
Going up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home.
Give me some time.
Quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To the ground with the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Gets it out fast. Oh, sweet feet. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. No huddle offense to the line. From the gun, running back gets the give. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll give it to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
No doubt offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Showing the arm strength to the left. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tiger.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch.
Another good ball.
Nice catch, touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Purdue. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Gamecocks are in the hurry up. Running back searching for a hole.
Oh my God, what is that?
Boy, did he
Fuck, tackle, man.
To go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting it.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And that is your job.
Do I know huddle now, nigga?
Come
on, bro.
That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's a huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1st down to start the drive after the break. They go to the counter. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things.
Get the ball.
Looks like the offense was able to recover it. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Why is it doing a blitz?
He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Moving away from pressure. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And that is no good.
Game time.
Opportunity to crawl within a touchdown, but the missed field goal leaves us with a 9-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They think there's room to run to the right here. Plows through the defense.
Did he block right?
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Lacey. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Let's go! Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away.
Will we?
Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Oh, hold on to the ball.
And they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll start this drive from the 42. To the air, it's Sellers. Got his man on the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback. He makes a sure tackle. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jacobs. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He's going to pass. Unleashes one deep. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And right now, you still have a 2-point lead, David, but you have to be aggressive.
And don't let that scare you, right? You've been